Traders, we opened up this morning extremely low on some more negative data, and we basically challenged this 9MA yet again. And you can see all these markets are rolling a little bit but holding. Look at the Dow, it just made a short-term bottom down here, and this is a big time area right here. Whether or not it gets there again, I don't know. But for if you're trading a trend, and it's been bullish and we've been holding, and this is about as big as an area you're going to find, period, in terms of any type of price reaction. And it's always good to be patient between 8:30 and 9, because especially after a big down opening like that, and you can see the volume, and they were really swinging it, and they struggled early to stay above '09, which is right there, or '08. And that's going to be your big number right now. And you can see all this movement. They were just moving volume around. They pinched it through 4,100 once. They came back down and again. Yet they kept holding around '05. You see these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottoms. And right here was the opportunity to get in. You see it because the Dow was also doing the same thing. Let me see if I can get this on here. You can see right um, here as well. The Dow is making its move. What's more important here now is whether or not that '08, '09 MA is going to hold. And you can see Nasdaq is coming back again. Nasdaq's been bouncing well and holding well. And if this market starts to get a little energy underneath it, it could really accelerate to the upside and squeeze a lot of these morning shorts out of the market, and they can have some room to move on the upside. But be careful. The market's a little on edge, but there's still great opportunities to get along. You're going to want to see how it plays up and around here. This is S1. This is the second or first support level. And this was a big volume area between 25 and 35 the last few days. So I believe if we can strongly get above this, we can might make a move, and we might even be able to get all the way back up to the pivot. And if we get to the pivot, we might as well fill the gap. So let's just pay attention, and you can see we're accelerating very well. Look at these. Pay attention to these higher lows, because you see how this higher low stayed above the MA. That was a good sign that this move was going to continue, and that's how you pay attention to the momentum and whether or not it's maintaining, it's going to sustain itself, or it's going to roll. So at your early morning analysis, you can see this market's starting to go. This is a great long down here. This is why you wait and let them move it around and get confirmation as to what they want to do, especially around this big time area, which has played out significantly all week. I mean, this market is resilient. I'll give it that. And, you stay with it until it proves otherwise. It's all there's to it. So this is going to be the key area later today. If we even if we come back to it, I just don't know. This market's been really acting well despite all the news. So you just got to play what the market's telling you. So pay attention between 25 and 35. I think they're going to start really squeezing people out if they get above it. So good luck with your trading today, guys, and pay attention to these locations. They might come up in here, they might roll them around to get you to sucker you into another short and then take them back up. But the trend's back up. They're held for this most important part of this early morning trade in all three markets. In fact, the Dow is already at 3870, so they're making a nice run as well once again. And once the price starts getting in anywhere near these MAs, and they start getting goofy, especially after they've been squeezing everybody out. But let's see what happens. That's a little bit ahead of ourselves. We still need to get to S1, and that's around 26 or whatever that is. So trade well, be patient, take advantage of the trend as it's moving. Take care.